Buckle up, sports fanatics. This is the Sports Chasers Podcast, your HQ for in-depth sports talk. Join host Kevin L. Warren and crew as they dissect the hottest stories, ignite debates, and bring you closer to the action. From locker room whispers to expert takes, we cover it all. It's game time, so strap in and grab a drink. The Sports Chasers Podcast starts right now.
Yo, what's up, everybody? What's going on, everybody? It's another Thursday night, another edition of the Sports Chasers Podcast coming to you live and direct, where we bring you what's going on in the world of sports. And tonight, man, we got a bunch of good stuff going on here for you tonight, man. We got we're going to talk about the Olympics. The Olympics is starting. We'll talk about the Olympics. Hey, what is your favorite Olympic sport? We'll talk about that. DA will run down some Olympic sports, what's going on right now. We'll also talk about the MLB Power Rankings, what's going on over there. The Yankees got swept. My Yankees got swept by the Mets. Yankees are bad, man. The Yankees are bad. They need to do something before the July 31st trade deadline. We'll talk about MLB trade rumors also. NFL training camp. We'll talk about some of those things. NBA and WNBA news from our insider, Ryan DeSouza. He'll talk about that. We also talk about, DA sent me this list today about the ESPN's top 25 players of the 21st century. We'll talk about that list. And then we'll talk, we got our segment called We Address All Drama, addressing social media comments and controversies, giving fans feedback and reactions. So we address it right here. We address all drama. You know, so with that said, let's meet the crew. We got D-Dubs. What's up, D-Dubs? How are you tonight, sir? What's going on?
Was really good. Everything's good, man. It's Thursday night. You know what we do.
Yep.
You know?
Hey, anybody that's watching, hey, D-Dubs at Instagram, D_Dubs718. Just want to let you know. You know, all those. But we'll talk about that here. Go ahead, D-Dubs.
Yeah, man. Everything's good. How you doing?
I'm good, man. I can't complain.
Yeah, you know,
all
dog days of summer.
Dog days of summer. Here, shout out to all our followers on Instagram, YouTube. Where are we at? YouTube, Twitter, Twitch,
X,
all those.
whatever.
X,
yeah.
Yes. All those.
I really wish they changed that name back to Twitter.
It's hard, man. It's
X. It's just I don't even know why he even did it, but you know.
Yeah.
Shout out to Elon. Maybe he might drop a bag or something.
Yeah. Hey, X, Elon, X.
Yeah.
With an X. We got the DA. DA, what's up with you, brother? What's going on? How are you tonight?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like a preacher. Yeah.
Yeah.
That deacon in the corner. Yeah.
All right.
Read.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Man. Hey, let's get into it. Rest of the crew will be on shortly, and we'll talk about some other things here. Hey, I want to get into the Olympics. The Olympics are here. They're in Paris, France this year. Summer games. What was the summer games in? It was in Japan 4 years ago, but they had the whole COVID thing going on, so they actually ran it back the following summer of 2021.
Yes.
So, you know, those that say that the Olympics are here, well, the Olympics are here. They pretty much 3 years ago, man. But I want to talk about some of the Olympics, some of what's your favorite sports in the Olympics, and some of the obscure sports. So I'll just go over some of them. Of course, you know, we got the gymnastics, we got the baseball, softball, basketball, of course, the stuff that we know. But how many of y'all knew that like breakdancing was an Olympic sport?
Yeah, it is.
Breaking. Yeah.
Breaking. Blocking, kid. Yeah.
Yeah.
We got the beatbox.
I had no idea. That must have been. When was this added? I
don't know. I don't have the information when was it added, but
check that out.
I think it's Jolly G, maybe a few Olympics. I would go back 8 years, maybe.
Okay.
Because it came in with I think baseball, because they don't do one sport if they're going to bring in, I think it's almost like they bring in a few sports at a time. Because remember, baseball and softball were not Olympic sports until very recently.
Yes.
So, so I think they came in about the same time.
Well, breaking. Yeah. We
breaking.
eat all the breaks. Yeah. Curtis Blow, where you at, bro?
Break it up.
Yeah. So
rule the world.
It said
Never
debuted in the 2018 Summer Youth Olympic Games in Buenos Aires, Argentina.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's when the sport debuted. So,
what is futsal? Futsal is sport. Futsal, commonly translated as indoor football, comes from Spanish football sala. So it looks like it's
indoor soccer.
FIFA, it's a soccer for indoors. So I guess
that's less people.
Yeah, less people. I guess instead of 11, they may do 5.
What was that sport?
Futsal.
Yeah,
FUTSAL. Yes.
They got do they wear shoes?
I guess so.
Oh no, that's not even on my list.
You got handball.
Yeah, shout out to my New Yorkers, handball. You know it.
No, but it's not handball against the wall, Kev. It's
not New York City style.
No.
Yeah, I'm looking. Yeah, no, it's not. No. Dang.
Totally different, man.
It ain't off the wall or nothing like that.
No, it's just that's a totally different game. Water polo. People heard of. Which
they got
hard too.
My main man. With table tennis.
Oh, Wally Green. I don't know if Wally's in competing, man, but shout out to our main man, Wally, man.
Yeah.
Oh man, I seen some of those Asian brothers. They do some things. You're like, wow.
Table tennis is hard. They go hard.
They do that though. They do that. They do that. I'd be surprised if darts and shit like that won't be there. I know that pickleball coming, whatever the hell that is. Pickleball on the way, baby. Everybody playing pickleball. Well, it's funny because that's just an American thing. So a lot of times Americans think that we play. No one else is playing that shit. All right, just relax. little tennis game.
You gotta check out the episode where we interviewed. Shout out to my main man Wally Green, friend of the show, and Wally absolutely went ham on pickleball. And D-Dub, you can allude to he was saying that
he wasn't really feeling these cats, man, with this because of the arrogance. I guess going with what the DA says, some people just they go hard with it, and and then they get arrogant with it. So he wasn't very appreciative of the arrogance of
these no one else is doing
pickleball players. Yeah, so that was that. But Kev, what's your favorite? What's your favorite out the whole? Or what do you enjoy out of it? These Olympics here.
What I enjoy, the Summer Olympics. I definitely like gymnastics. I definitely love
gymnastics.
Gymnastics always. The track and field.
Yeah, that's me.
Is
what up, E?
E, what's going on? Shout out to the Angry One.
What's up, dude?
Coming through. What else I like? I like volleyball, beach volleyball. I always thought that is good.
You're just a freak, man. That wasn't chicks. That's real.
That might be. I do like the women's volleyball.
Yeah, I know what. Yeah.
For the summer games, that's pretty much. Well, I'll say this: basketball, definitely basketball. Especially when boxing's good. Yeah. Also,
keep on robbing my man. Robbed my man Floyd on it. You never forget that one.
3 times.
Yeah, bro.
He was 12 years old. They robbed him, and they robbed him at 16. They robbed him at 20 and 12 years old.
He said, from that day on, man, that's when he said, you know what? Y'all will never rob me ever.
Never again, boy.
I'm gonna be Money Mayweather, and I'm gonna
get my bag. I'm just gonna be less active, and then you can't say anything.
I'm gonna get that bag. And shout outs to the champ, Money Mayweather, wherever you
that's my dude. Number 1 box. He took the title. He's number 1. Goat to me. That's my goat. That's my goat. That's my goat.
We talk about sports.
Skip that, my goat. Skip.
No. Put your glasses on. We're not doing that tonight, man. So,
I'm sorry.
E, what's your favorite Olympic sport?
Oh, by far it's track and field, man. Yeah, track and field, man. That's. I mean, you know, basketball is cool and all, man, but I don't know. It's something about. Oh, I will say, and swimming.
I forgot about swimming. Yeah, swimming.
Yeah.
What's
but
that?
Yeah, those two are the standouts for me, man.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I'll go to D-Dubs. What's your favorites in Olympic sports?
The Olympic sports, you know,
Summer sports. We'll talk about summer sports right now.
The summer sports is all, you know, it's probably the same rotation. I do like the when I could catch it. What would I say? The volleyball, weightlifting. It's pretty cool. The gymnastics, of course. I've never seen the golf. Field hockey, I've never seen. Fencing is interesting too. That's pretty dope too. If you get a chance to watch that.
Golf is amateurs, correct?
Yeah, I believe so.
If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Golf is amateurs. All right.
Even the BMX is kind of dope too when it be riding around.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't even know they did that. That's new.
Yeah.
That's gotta be
I think the BMX been in for a minute though. If I'm not mistaken.
I thought it came in with baseball, right? Maybe 2 Olympics ago. I don't know. You know what?
8-10 years somewhere in there.
I keep it funky. I never even checked for it. Didn't know it existed. So
yeah, because I will only see you know on those slow days on a Sunday when you know. So I think that's probably pretty much it, man. When I could catch the thing is trying to catch them on the TV,
especially with the time difference and stuff like that, and sports and TV, and we'll talk about that with the TNT trying to match the NBA here when Ryan comes through. You know, they're trying to keep the money. They're trying to keep the money right, and so they'll put things in prime time and U.S. slots. You know, stuff that would have went on earlier. So you gotta kind of like have to have the spoiler alert, and with social media, that's kind of hard unless you just turn off your phone.
Yeah. By the way, that was 2003 when they made the BMX.
Okay.
Yeah, 2000.
Pretty good news. Pretty good. That's pretty good. Dave, what you like? And you have something to add for the Olympics. What is your favorite Olympic sport, sir?
My favorites, right? Track and field. I'm like E on that.
Yes.
A 16-year-old dude getting it in this year, which is crazy.
That's what's his name. What's his name again? I can't remember his name.
I forget, dude. But he's not the same dude with the Pokemon. Like Pokemon dude, he's nice too. He's a sprinter. The 16-year-old is a 400, which is one lap around. He's nice though. He's breaking records. Hopefully he'll do well. So I like that. I like boxing. But I'd love to catch it if I can catch it because it's really hard to do. Both wrestlings, Greco-Roman and regular wrestling, is usually like real hard. Like dudes, them Russians to go HARD hard, like it's crazy.
Hey, D, you ever catch the water polo?
If I could catch it, I try to. Cause I like it. I like that.
It's interesting.
And then there's this other cycling, right? It's not the cycling where they're outside.
Mm-hmm.
It's when they're on this oval track.
Cheating cycling? Oops. It's not the old cheating cycling, Greg?
No. It's the one when they're inside on this track, B. And like the track is on such an angle, it almost looks like they're riding sideways in the air. But you got to keep going so fast to stay up there. So it's really I've always liked that. I think there was a brother, I can't remember his name, but like way back in the early 1900s, man. Before I don't know who he competed for, but he's like the best in the world at it, at this bike riding thing. So, I dig that a lot. So that's kind of my favorites. Then there's my sports that are favorite sports that are part of the festivities. It's a little weird when I say football, meaning soccer, because like the best team, the best players from the countries aren't rocking right now. So they kind of have their World Cup teams, then they have the Olympic teams, and they're still the pros, but maybe 1 or 2 A players and whatever. So I'll just read off what I have, right? So
Okay.
Morocco beat Argentina today 2-1. Spain beat Uzbekistan 2-1.
Is that the women's or this is the men's?
This is all men's.
Men's, okay.
Right? So that was Pool B and Pool C of the football. Rugby sevens, which is different from, I think there's a 15-man and then there's a 13-man and there may be an 11-man, but rugby sevens is only 7-on-7 and with same size field. So it kind of opens up the game. And I think they did that so it's more appealing to an international group of people. I think the other thing is a little bit more bogged down and maybe people wouldn't like it. But Australia beat Samoa, which is pretty, they both go hard, but it's hard. It's weird that it's probably easier that Australia won because they have Australian rules football, which is a lot like rugby, but they have a different scoring system. But it's a lot like rugby, but there are some similarities and there are some differences. Probably more similarities than differences. So I guess Australian kids, if they're into the Australian rules football, they probably can play rugby sevens pretty well. They beat Samoa. Argentina beat Kenya. The USA and France, they tied 12 up. In soccer, New Zealand beat Guinea. In Africa, Dominican Republic and Egypt, they'll be on, I think, tonight. No, they were 0-0, actually. Rugby sevens, Fiji beat the hell out of Uruguay. Ireland beat South Africa. New Zealand beat Japan. In soccer, Iraq beat the Ukraine. And I guess the guys in Ukraine probably are fighting a war. So they probably didn't have anyone there, I guess. Japan beat Paraguay. Yes. Yeah. So with that being said, it's pretty, it's weird because like these sports, I think what's that, 14:30 is 2:30. Fiji beat the US in men's pools in rugby. Because I think they're playing like 2 games today or something. Like it's
So are they starting earlier before these
they're
supposed to be tomorrow, right?
No, they're already going. Yeah, tomorrow you have Snoop, cripple ass, carrying the torch 5-4 steps before he fall out. But
gotcha.
You have the France beat the United States in soccer, but I mean I didn't think the USA had a coach since they just I don't know. In Mali, in soccer beat Israel, and they're in a war. Man, listen, I can't talk. I have no idea what's going on. So yeah, you can check the scores on Olympics.com. There are a lot of scores. I don't want to go through it all. But what I will do
is podcast.net because it's
Sports. Yes, and what we can do is by next week, I'll be able to give you like medal counts, standings, because they just started playing. Just to get everybody who's here and who's there, who's coming out of pool play, so forth and so on. The one thing that I can say watching the Olympics, especially in these sports, especially football or soccer, is that the reality is these things are really breaking down by nationalities and where these sports are played. Like, so if they play rugby in Ireland, because they do, right? It was born in England and Ireland. They are going to be good at it because they do that.
Right.
Like, they're going to be good at that. Now, it's pretty weird when other teams come up and beat them. Like, I wouldn't expect Uruguay or a team from those states to be really, really good at it because, it's not a natural, at least at this point in time, sport that's played there, but
Right.
you can see where physically Argentina and guys like that would probably be good at it because you're good with your footwork, but you don't know about the hitting, and that's why the sevens work for a lot of teams or a lot of people, because in Germany, shoot, your mother I'm sorry, she said Germany and threw me all off, but
That was a good plug right there. That was a good plug.
Yeah. Vanessa, international players, and Big
International
Paul.
player.
Yeah, Big Paulie. But the reality is that it's you gotta check for that, man, because it's weird, but not weird. Like that's what they play there. That's what they're known for doing there, and they're going to be better. But in the sevens, because they've opened up the field, your athleticism might be able to get you past some things. So America might do some things, and some other places where you might have some more athletic dudes may be able to really make a dent now for another Olympics down the road. But it looks like it looks fun, man. It looks like they're playing. I like competition, and I always give it up to Olympians because they're not getting paid, no NIL here, and now track and field does have a pro component, so you can be a pro
and be an
track
Olympian.
and field dude and be an Olympian, right? So that can happen, but it's a lot about pride and just trying to be the best at what you're doing. Everybody going hard, so I think that's one thing that can be appreciated. I just sent I sent y'all my brothers here a video on the Sudanese basketball team, and they're like that kind of like their journey, and it's real for these guys. Like they're like a lot of guys. It's not just what's the word? The word is saying, "Yo, I put the country on my back." Like dudes is like dead serious. Like, yo, I got my country on my back right now, and they run like it. And because I know Usain Bolt for Jamaica, he used to run like it. Like, yo, dog, yeah, I'm running for my whole country. And that's how serious it is for guys. So serious it is for folks in the Olympics and all sports. So that's why if you like competition in any sport, I would just advise you look at it. And I would love to see what the breakdancing competition, boy, you're gonna break out into a fight.
That'd be interesting to see what's going on with that.
You ain't bad. You ain't nothing.
You ain't nothing.
You ain't nothing. Yo, the funny thing is, I just watched that video the other night. That's the crazy that you said that. Michael Jackson and Wesley Snipes. Shout out.
Wesley Snipes. I forgot Wesley was in that. Yep, that was. They've actually filmed that. They filmed that for all my New York people listening and watching. They actually filmed that on the dark side of the Hoyt and Skimmerhorn station.
Yeah.
On the A and F line and the G line in downtown Brooklyn on the subway.
Yeah.
So I remember that. I remember when
first line of the song though, boy. Pause. Your butt is mine. Pause. Pause.
You can't sing "The Girl Is Mine."
Michael went hard, dog.
Mike told my front what he wanted. Front.
Yo, Michael will be canceled.
Jamon.
Oh no.
No, Jamal.
Not Jamal. We're gonna move on. We'll have DA will have the medal counts next week. We're gonna move on from a word from our affiliate BetStamp. Exciting news! I'm thrilled to announce our partnership with BetStamp and Sign Up Expert, opening up an incredible opportunity for you to join some of our favorite sports books to get the best odds and new user offers. Head over to our dedicated page at signupexpert.com/sportschasers to explore a selection of sports books tailored to your region, each with unique offerings. If you're ready to take your sports betting to the next level and show some love for our brand, I highly recommend signing up for your next sports book through my expert sign up link. You can easily find it in the description of this video. So shout out to BetStamp. Like I said, the to all my bettors out there, do they bet on Olympic sports?
I get bet on everything, man.
Yeah, I can say they've been on roaches running, I guess.
Yes, well, in jail they do.
I see where this episode is going. Hey, if shout out to our affiliate and our partner, BetStamp.
Yeah.
Yes, if you're into BetStamp, you want some deals, some start ideas, go to the link that's in the description of both on the podcast side and for all the folks that's watching on the YouTube side. It's in our description and also on our homepage. And it's on our website also. Let me get into Major League Baseball. Major League Baseball, D-Dub said after the All-Star game, it's on and popping. Yep. It is on and popping in Major League Baseball. Let me just give you the standings first here.
We thought so, but
the standings, American League East, you got the Baltimore Orioles 61-41, New York Yankees 60-44, Boston Red Sox 54-47. Then you got Tampa 52-51, Toronto 46-56. Toronto very disappointing this year. My dad's Cleveland Guardians, they're 61-41. Twins are 56-46. Kansas 45. City, 45. Thought that was a 6. 56-47 for Kansas City. Detroit is 51-53. And the White Sox are just god awful. There's no need to name whatchamacallit.
Yeah, they're out of it.
Yeah,
35.5 games out. I mean, come on.
Yeah. The Astros, Houston Astros, Ryan's team. Hey, they came back. Astros on first place in the West. Seattle is is a game behind them with 53-51. Texas, these defending world champions, they're 2.5 out, but they have one game on the 500. And then you got the Angels, and then you have the Oakland / Sacramento / Las Vegas, wherever they're going to play at A's. Hey, dear, your main man, Mike Trout came back, but then
he just needs to sit out and get traded. He needs to wear like a fat suit like James Harden and just be in the dugout smoking cigarettes, and because he needs out. Like y'all are too young.
Quickly.
I don't know if you.
I mean, is it him or is it the franchise?
It's the team.
No. It's not him. That's why he got to go.
Okay.
He need to do like my man in the Fisher Save Pittsburgh, man, and just pull up his shirt and say "trade me" on his skin. Just put it "trade me." He got to go, and they need to do him right. They need to do right, and I don't believe in that, but they need to do right by him and send him somewhere where he can win. That's
you sound like that today's song. Him, me.
Yeah, I mean,
where would you trade him to? If you're the Angels, where would you trade him to?
Oh man, somebody that gives me a lot of stuff. But
trade him to them and give you a lot of stuff.
That team, it has to be a team that's a winning team because he doesn't want to go anywhere and lose.
Well, he's been losing. Well,
but see now that's not what you could trade me somewhere that's going to lose. Like, you don't move from Farragut to Pink Houses, so you better go somewhere else. Like, right, you got to try to move up.
I know a couple people who done it.
Oh yeah, but they weren't happy about it. Like, that wasn't something that you was planning to do.
I was about to say so.
On the contrary, they would say this is a come up.
Oh boy, till your ass get there, See, you understand? You are not coming up no more. You looking for a damn tenement building in Brownsville, and you do that shit. You try to be out. But what I'm saying is, I'm sorry, but what I'm saying is this: like real talk.
Shout out to all my people in nature. Shout out to all y'all, man. Stop it, D. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is though, like he's gonna want to go somewhere where he can win, or at least But that team will have to be able to give them something back, right? So I mean, Arizona got young stuff. They got some pause. They got players in the minors that they could give back to them, and I think he would be a boost in the arm for a team like Arizona. The way they put him in the lineup, like DeSouza, the Yankees, we're gonna bat 6th, 7th. What he can't bat first anymore. Well, he probably could if you want him to. I guess you probably could put him first. But what did the Yankees give him back? Because we only have 2 players in our farm system, and we we dangle those two players out for everybody now. So you take this guy, that guy. Like there's a pitcher out there. I just think we get that kid Jazz from down there in Florida.
Chisholm. Yeah,
because Jazz can run, he can hit, and he's a good fielder. But yeah, I don't know where Mike Trout would want to go, but I'm sure he'd want to go somewhere where he can not just win this year, but multiple years. And remember, he's bringing a huge contract with him.
Right.
Send him to St. Louis. St. Louis knows all about training for old players.
Yeah, well, they trade him out. They don't really want him back in. I think they just brought your man back to retire him there. Just so he could,
Yeah. That was
do
a
the
lot
fanfare thing.
lot of money.
Yeah.
Let me continue on here. Did Ryan come on? Oh no, Ryan's still there.
Yeah, I'm here. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, bro. Shout out to Ryan.
Shout
Let me
out
go to the
Ryan.
National League. The I was going to say the Eagles. The Phillies, they're 64-38 in the National League. Atlanta's 54-46 at 9 games behind. Mets, who swept my Yankees, are 53-48. Then you got Washington and Miami bringing up the rear. In the Central, you got Milwaukee, 59-43. St. Louis, 53-49. Pittsburgh, 52-50. Pittsburgh, y'all need to be getting some people, man, so y'all can make a stretch run to the playoffs, man. The Dodgers, don't cry for me, Dodgers. Clayton Kershaw, he just came back, pitched his first game of the year. Pitched well at the shoulder surgery. The Dodgers are 61-42. They are 7.5 games above the Padres, who are 55-50. And then you got the National League champs, the Arizona Diamondbacks, up 53-50. And then you have the Giants and the Colorado Rockies. They're bringing up the rear in the National League. Let me talk about some trade. Go ahead, D.
I was going to say, go ahead. No, you going to where I'm going, because I was like, you could tell the teams that are sellers, right? So I think the White Sox have a pitcher that's good. We could get him. Not the Yankees, but I'm saying they need to give him up, right? They got a good pitcher, and I think they got a kid that leads off that's tremendous as well. You can give it to both of them and let them go somewhere where they can win. I know there's a pitcher with that athletics. I don't know.
You're talking about Garrett Crocker for the
White Sox.
Chicago White Sox. Yeah.
He's
the number one trade candidate right now, according to
yeah.
CBS Sports. Shout out to CBS Sports, who powers our ticker on our sport.
There you go. So yeah, you got him. I was just thinking there was another dude in there's a pitcher for the Giants, the San Diego. They got a pitcher, right? That they got
Rich Hill. Yes, he is on the block.
Yeah,
either the Yankees and Dodgers are interested. If the Dodgers get him,
we better be.
Well, I think that's what's going on. Ryan said it last week or the week before last that the Yankees have went away from small ball, which they was doing early in the year, and then for some reason they have went to this trying to hit 5-run home runs, and it's just not working. Instead of playing small ball, I am sick of Aaron Boone. I'm gonna be honest, as a Yankee fan, I think it's time to turn the page.
Yeah, not in the middle of the season though.
Well, not in the middle of the season. I mean, wherever the Yankees go, I mean, the way the Yankees play, they might even make the playoffs if things are. They're very fortunate that they started off very strong.
Right, that's part of.
Yeah, they got a buffer.
Yeah, they had a buffer. You know what I'm saying? And Ryan, before you came on, I gave the Astros kudos again, because I believe, like you said, the Astros position themselves right. One never knows how they do things there. So
Hey, they've always had one of the top records in the last 6-7 years. Always had one of the best records.
yes, sir.
This year they're struggling a little bit as far as their record wise, but their division's not as strong as it used to be. So and the world championship, world champions Texas Rangers also having a subpar year. So where we got kind of lucky that the division's not as strong as it used to be, and the Astros not as strong as it used to be. But all you got to do is win your division, get in, and anything can happen. So, and nobody wants to see the Astros in the playoffs.
Yeah,
Nobody.
I think, like, you think about it, right? So the Yankees, just the other night, right? My boy Judge walked 4 times. And they went 0 for 5. And it's no, not just one guy. They had a pinch hitter in. They went 0 for 5 behind that. So he's sitting on base like he's doing the Barry Bonds, like, and we can't get a bunt across.
Right. And on the broadcast, Pedro was saying that, because he's getting walked all the time now, there's nobody to protect him in the lineup. Just have him hit leadoff.
Yeah.
Put him in the leadoff
They're
spot.
gonna have to. So Soto's behind him.
Yeah.
If you're gonna walk him, Soto's there.
Right.
Something got to, hey, Boone has, like you said, Kev. Boone got to earn his check. That's all.
He needs to adjust, man. I don't see too many adjustments.
I haven't seen him adjust in the 6 years he's been there. So
only his pants. His jacket sitting there on the seat like, okay, I'm good. Yeah, so, let's move on, Kev.
I'm with you on that one, Kev. Last 3 years, especially the last 3 years. I'm good.
It's been something to be desired. The Orioles, like I said last week, they need some need some pitching, so they're interested in Jack Flaherty from Detroit.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, his ERA is 2.95. WHIP is 0.96, which is insane.
Yeah, but 2.95 is also he's with Detroit. So
according to CBS, the Astros are interested in Isaac Paredes from Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The third baseman.
Yeah.
Just read here. Houston could use Paredes at first base, a position he played plenty over the years in the rest of the season, and slide him back over to third base to replace free agent Alex Bregman next year. Paredes is under the team control through 2027. And they talk about how him being in Canada. He's only 25 years old, man. So
no, he's good.
Bregman costs a lot of money too. So
yeah, that's true. So we talked about Crockett from the White Sox.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's baseball is definitely heating up. Definitely, like D-Dub says, after the All-Star break, now you're starting to see some things that's going on. I didn't talk about go ahead.
Okay, good. What I don't want to see the Yankees do is call the Toronto Blue Jays for anything. Like, we don't want Vlad. We don't want Bo Bichette. We don't want Kevin Gaussman.
Yeah, we don't need no more. Nope.
Yeah, we don't need none of that there. I need young, fast guys at the top of the lineup. 20 period in. That's what I need. And a pitcher.
So the Yankees, the wild card, the Yankees are wild card, and Minnesota, and then you got Kansas out there. Somebody thing running out.
Yeah, that's right. You got the
Ryan, your thing might be.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, I just muted him.
Okay. Then you got the Yankees, Minnesota, and Kansas City at top of the wild card position, and then you got that, and then you got Atlanta, you got the Mets, and you got San Diego on top of the wild card position. I'm watching the Mets in Atlanta right now. Mets are up 2-1.
Shout out to the Padres. Dylan Cease, no hitter today.
Yeah.
Yes, Dylan Cease pitched a no hitter today. Yes, thanks for that, D-Dub. 2-1 the Mets and the Braves in the bottom of the fourth in Queens.
Real talk though, you gotta give the Braves credit for being there because
they
beat up.
Yeah, they are like a mass unit. They are absolutely beat up and banged up.
The angry one played first on Monday, so look at that E on TV like, spitting out the back of the shit.
That's funny. That's funny, man. But yeah, that's it for baseball, man. Baseball is about to hit August. Dog days of August is here. 162 games is definitely a marathon, man. Definitely.
Yeah, we need pitchers. When they get hot, you need pitchers.
Yeah, definitely marathon. I'm gonna move along to Well, we'll get to that in a second. I didn't have Ryan on Monday. We talked about the NBA, the WNBA.
WNBA. Yeah.
And didn't get Ryan's thoughts. Want to get Ryan's thoughts, and we want to talk about this. I think Ryan brought it up in the chat today about the NBA and the I believe was TNT or what's that, Amazon trying to take over, wanted to match TNT. I'll let Ryan get into it. He's Ryan DeSouza. He's our NBA and our WNBA insider. Ryan, what's up, brother? How are you? Is your thing fixed? Let's see how we.
Yeah, I'm still only on audio. Can y'all hear me?
We can hear you loud and clear. You are good.
Okay, yeah. I'm just trying to. Yeah. So what you want first? You want the NBA or WNBA?
Give me the NBA first. Well, no, go.
NBA?
Yeah, let me get the NBA first out the way.
Okay, NBA.
Yeah, NBA. Yes.
Okay, so with the rights, well, we all know that the Amazon and their team is bought the rights to the NBA, and the whole thing sticking point is Turner is going to lose the rights, which means everyone's favorite show inside the NBA with Ernie Johnson, Charles Barkley, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, is in jeopardy after next season to being no more. But there was a report that Amazon is willing to buy the rights to the show to bring them on. So I was always saying, why not just do that? Just pay TNT, sign them a check, and there you go. Or you give them money and they get a percentage of the show, whatever, to keep the show going. I mean, it never really. I'm like, okay, nobody wants to lose the NBA as a network, but if the show is that successful, then if you're losing the NBA package, you might as well garner something back and make a deal with the rights to inside the NBA, and that way everybody kind of gets a piece of everything. So that those are the rumors, but I'm hearing TNT will never do it. That TNT would not, no matter what the money is, they will not sell the rights to.
And why?
They're rich. They're already rich.
Thank you, Ryan.
They're already rich, and that's their baby.
That's a good enough reason. Okay, gotcha.
So they're like, look, I mean, okay, so what? Okay, we lose the NBA. We're not gonna give what everybody. I mean, 90% of media thinks that show is the best show, as far as a studio show when it comes to, they've won so many awards,
Yes.
So
I think that's a fact. You can't deny that.
You can't. No, they're fantastic. The chemistry that they have
is great. Yeah,
it's fantastic. So they don't want to. They're not going to give up their baby, and I don't blame them. You know what I'm saying? So but as a fan, hey, I would want to see it. But Charles Barkley hinted at retiring after the contract is up. So I don't think he's retiring. I just think he's just leveraging himself for a bigger payday, which is smart by him.
And can it be it's just time? It might just be time to go.
Could be. You might just want to do something different.
You got some fresh other talent out here. That might be time to pack them old dudes up out of here, man.
Ryan, I do have a request, and I do have a request, and
yeah.
I think how I feel about ESPN sometimes, right?
Right.
I made it known
a lot of times.
Yeah, a lot of times. It can't be no show like how they put on during the NBA Finals. That was awful, what they had going on, and
yeah,
that's
a fact.
But because here's the thing. There's too much turnover at ESPN. You know what I'm saying? You can never, ABC the NBA got probably rid of everybody's favorite team calling the game, and Mark Jackson and Van Gundy. Everybody loved them.
Yep.
So you get rid of them, and then with Bream, who's fantastic. So you put Bream you put Bream with Doris Burke, and Doc Rivers and
JJ
Redick, and it's just not the same.
It was a snooze fest, Ryan. It was a snooze
right,
fest.
exactly. And
this NBA Finals was horrible. Go ahead.
Right. No,
say it.
For what it's worth, I'm not gonna knock them. I'm just going to give the kudos to how great Mark Jackson and Van Gundy was with Bream. They were just fantastic.
That's a fact. They was absolutely great.
Yeah. So instead of knocking them, I'll do that and give the kudos to them. That was a hard team.
You're a stand-up guy.
No, I mean that's a hard team to follow, bro. That's a hard team to follow. Just like it's gonna be a hard team to follow if they do it. They let inside the NBA go with the big four, and then you have to get another big four. So I mean,
all serious aside, all jokes aside, yeah, for real. Inside NBA, those guys. I mean, it's gonna be hard to replace those dudes.
I mean, how long have they been running?
They've been rocking for
it's
quite some
hard.
time.
They was rocking before Shaq got there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Shaq has been there for half the time. I mean, I think I want to say almost 28 years, something like that. Is crazy.
I mean, that's gonna be a tough act to follow, but
yeah, and the person that makes it work, man, is
Ernie.
It's definitely Ernie, and it's Charles. Everybody else can be replaced. If you have Ernie and Charles, you're good. But,
our host said Ernie.
Yeah. People tune into Charles, man. Charles is so Charles is Charles, funny, man. Yeah.
It was funny is that the little beats between him and Shaq.
Yeah,
they be real, but they be they love each other, but they will argue,
No, yeah, that
and Shaq will say something about you ain't got no damn rings. You don't know.
No, that
be mad as hell.
That definitely took time. Yeah, that definitely took time, man. That chemistry definitely took time because there was some some stuff there with them. You know what I mean? So,
then they raced to the board, and
they made
ass.
They made it fun, bro. They made it fun.
They knew what they were talking about to a point.
1988 is when they said they started.
Yeah,
36.
Wow, because I believe
88.
It was Ernie. It was Ernie. Then Kenny came on.
Yeah, and
then Charles. And then what's the guy? He started with Ernie.
I know Chris Webber was on before Shaq, and that just ain't work out because I think C. Webb retired before Shaq did. So C. Webber he wasn't like a permanent. He would come in and guest host and things of that nature. So yeah. What's the writer from New York, man? Peter Vesey. Peter Vesey.
Yep.
Peter Vesey was on. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
Pete Vesey was on. Craig Sager, remember him?
Yeah. Craig was a sideline guy. Yeah, the interviewer. Yeah.
God bless him. He died.
Danny Ainge was on there for a little bit, if you remember.
Well, he was Robin team.
Yeah.
Huh?
Stop it, D.
He won't make a trade if he ain't winning. So
go ahead, Ryan.
Yeah. So it's gonna be tricky, man, with that because they already denied it.
Yeah.
The counter offer, they call it. It was a clause that TNT had to match the offer and they denied it, man. So yeah, I don't see if they don't come to an agreement, I don't see TNT giving the rights up for that show.
Ryan, let me
It's
also put this out to you. Maybe I like the fact that we all don't have the same opinion about stuff. We all bounce stuff off each other.
Mhm.
Amazon's premiere with the NFL last year, and they Thursday night, some of their broadcasting was left to be least to be desirable.
No, it was awful. It was bad. It wasn't good.
I'm glad you said it.
But you know,
hopefully, I'm just making a statement. Hopefully, they'll come.
But that's not to say that they can't get better, or
yes,
you know, because I think was it Tony Gonzalez was on there with the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
Tony
Right.
Gonzalez, Richard Sherman. It just seemed like Richard Sherman was just angry at everything. You know what I'm saying? Like
He was.
yeah, he was.
He got a point
yeah,
to prove every week.
yeah. If you brought up Russell Wilson, it was a, you know, he's just angry. Like, all right, dude, we get it, man. He messed up at the goal line. You know what I'm saying? Cost you a Super Bowl because he threw the pick. But yeah, man. But I don't know.
Act like he didn't want to be there sometimes
Yeah.
because the game sucked. So
Yeah, I like Tony Gonzalez. Tony Gonzalez is cool.
yes,
Yeah, I like Tony G. But yeah, I mean, with anything, man, you just gotta keep. It's just repetition, man. So you can get better, learn from your mistakes, and take some constructive criticism, and hopefully, they get better. So, apparently, Tom Brady's gonna be on some network.
Fox. He got Fox, right?
Yeah, I think I want to say that. Yeah, I think it's Fox. Bill Belichick is going to be calling games, I think, or in some or on some post game show or something like that. So
how is that going to work?
That's going to work great. I told y'all that a long time ago when he retired. Yo, man, I think he's a gem. He's going to be that guy. He's going to give his insight, and then he's going to give you one-liners here and there. And
Belichick, right?
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to be fantastic. Because he's gonna hit you with that dry humor that annoys you, but it's funny. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think he's gonna be good.
As long as they don't have anybody else that's just like him on there, you can't.
Right? Yeah, exactly. You can't have too much of that. Right?
You can't oversaturate them either.
What station is that?
I'm not too sure yet. I'm not sure what station. I think Brady's on Fox.
Yeah. I don't know what Belichick is.
Belichick and Tony Romo together?
Oh no. No.
He will join Inside the NFL. That's what he's going to be on. He's joining Inside the NFL.
Okay.
He's joining Inside the NFL. So he's not
calling no games.
No, he's not calling no game, but he will be on Inside the NFL.
Yeah,
and
boy, if he's calling the game, you gotta look at that. Yeah, forget catch the ball.
Let's move on, Ryan. We didn't. Me and you was hanging out the other night. Your thoughts on the WNBA All-Star game between the WNBA All-Stars and the ladies Olympic team?
Right. So it was a great game. Great ratings. It was a great weekend. Great All-Star weekend for the WNBA. And we've seen this before, where the WNBA All-Star beat the Olympic team 4 years ago. So it's any of these girls could have that was on the WNBA All-Star team could have made the Olympic team. So it's just, hey, they just went off, man. Arike went off and did her thing. Caitlin had 10 assists. Angel had a double-double. Stewie balled out. Asia balled out. It was just star-studded, man, and it was cool to see. The skills competition was good. The 3-point contest was good. Alicia Gray won both of them. So it was a good weekend, man. It was a good weekend. You had Cheryl Miller coming back to Phoenix, where she She was the first coach of the Phoenix Mercury. So it was kind of full circle moment for her. She was the she was the coach for the WNBA All-Star team, and so it was a great night, man, great night. I watched it over again, Kev. Like I said, you and I were at an event, so we really couldn't watch it fully, but nah, it was a great night, great for the game,
definitely.
Energy was good, and stars were in the building. People were commenting. It was awesome, man. It was awesome. So, as a WNBA enthusiast, I was very happy to see that, and can't wait for the start of the second half of the season after the Olympic break.
Okay, I got a question for you, Ryan.
Yeah.
We debated this on Monday. We were talking about the intensity, defensive ferocity, intensity of the game, USA, versus the Olympic team. And they were talking about momentum. And I don't think so much momentum for the rest of the season, because I think in season they play pretty hard. It's kind of what they do in the WNBA. But it rose last Monday with Dan, and he was like, he doesn't think, and I'm not sure that I think he's wrong, that they'll be able to keep up this intensity for next year's All-Star game, because it won't be against the Olympic team.
No doubt. I mean, I'm not that might very well be true. I mean, it's like I've been saying about this year. It's just been the perfect storm.
Right.
It's just been the perfect storm. Whether with Caitlin, with Angel, with Taurasi, with everybody having their opinion, and things were already in the works for charter flights and things of that nature. And then it was a perfect storm, and kudos to the NCAA women's college basketball, and South Carolina going undefeated, so it added a lot of juice, to the WNBA with those new rookies. So, Caitlin in Iowa was back in the championship, the past 2 years. So it was just a perfect storm, man. It was a perfect storm. You had all your narratives that everybody, was for or against. You didn't like, and that's good. That's good. Good debate is good. Sometimes sometimes it might be words said that you don't respect or you don't appreciate, or you find it, kind of lowballish. But hey, it happens. It's sports. So it was just a perfect storm, and Dan can be. He's right. He's actually absolutely right. It's not going to be as.
So does that hurt the league?
I mean, when you say hurt the league, I mean the All-Star game is still gonna be fun. It's still gonna have good ratings. All those players are still gonna be there.
Yeah, and I'm just
they're all in the WNBA. Is the ratings might go down a little bit, maybe. I'm not saying Dan is wrong, but all these ladies play the WNBA, so they'll just be all-stars instead of Olympics versus the WNBA All-Stars. So it'll just be two all-star teams.
And if I may piggyback on that, I would just think there's room for improvement. Who's to say what other storylines may unfold?
Absolutely.
Going down the line. So it may, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you have Angel and Caitlin probably going against one another on separate teams next year. And seems like that's box office right there. So
and to your point, remember, we're only halfway through. The playoffs hasn't even started yet. And as we sit right now, in Indiana's 7 with Caitlin and Aaliyah Boston and crew, and Chicago is number 8 with Angel Reese and with Camila Cardoso, two rookies. So now you're going to have playoff games that's going to add to the next season. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
it's just momentum. It's just momentum.
Right.
So was the Olympics is just like I said, perfect storm. It's helping with the momentum. It's good momentum. So we're right here. So yeah, I mean, I'm not. The ratings might fall off a little bit because of the Olympics versus the WNBA All Stars, but now they're all in the same league. They're not going away.
Right.
So
right. No, I got you.
Yeah.
I didn't have any problem with it. I was just wondering because the way they played that game was so beautiful that
but they always play that way.
I know, but
this is not like the men's All-Star game where they're just a bunch of fat cats who are rich, who already have the limelight. These girls go out and hoop.
You're going exactly where I was going, right? I just want to make sure that we don't end up there.
Oh, they can't.
Slippery slope. So,
nah,
they can't, because you know why? Because the NBA is already sitting on where the WNBA is trying to get to. So it'll be a long time.
So let me jump in, Ryan. And like I said, I gotta admit, and I'm going to admit, and there's no cap here, there's no lie here. I have not been watching. Oh, somebody got a virtual girlfriend. Somebody.
Who was that?
I don't know who that was. Anyway, dang. Oh, I know what I was going to say. The ladies, like I said, I have not been watching for a while, probably the mid 2000s since I watched the ladies, the WNBA, and I think somebody was saying, it might have been DH saying the same thing. No, Kev, they've been playing this way, and kudos to the ladies for giving us this kind of competitiveness, competing, unlike their counterparts, like you said, the rich fat cats. That they just go out there and they do nothing. I wish they absolutely would cancel the NBA game, the NBA All-Star game, because how it's been the last couple of years. It's been, to me, an utter disgrace how they go out there and not do anything. You might as well just cancel it. My idea. So I just want to say and say it in front of you, kudos to you for bigging up the WNBA ever since I've known you. A lot of detractors. Let me look in this camera real quick. Let me look in this camera real good. To all of those, had a couple of dudes, and we're gonna get to that segment in a minute. We address all John, but I don't understand what's wrong with people. What's wrong with people? You get your opinion, you got your opinion, but we're the sports chasers for a reason. And yes, to my man that said, "Oh, grown man talking about the NBA." How sexist, chauvinistic you are, and you don't like to compete. I don't know what's wrong with you, dude. So yeah, we're here doing it again. We're talking about it again. The WNBA. Ryan, you might need to cut your mute your mic because you got a lot of feedback. Yeah, there you go. So that's what I'm saying, man. Just embrace competitiveness.
Where it is.
Sports. That's all I'm saying. Just embrace it. Really? Ryan, I think Ryan has some technical difficulty, so we'll rock it. Loaded Italian nachos at Citi Field, $21.
Wow, and wow.
They just showed something at Citi Field. And it looks like you get one nacho for $21.
Games and I go home.
No comment.
That's why I don't go to no games and I go home.
So it's now 1, 2, 3 strikes you're out at the old ball game and buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. Yeah, I don't know when I'll ever come back because of the prices, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm never coming back. Ain't gonna get me. So
let me talk about. Listen, this next thing we're talking about the NBA. We talk about the NBA, and this is all DA's doing. He put in the chat this morning, and I abruptly told DA don't ever put this stuff in the chat again. And he's basically, let me get Ryan back in here. I got Ryan back in here. Ranking the top 25 NBA players of the 21st century. So at first, DA was like, Kev, I know you can't stand a lot of things. ESPN, I can't, man. Yes, I've been on record with that because how they've done sports to me, in my opinion. In the words of my man, the angry one, in my opinion. But you say, hey, let's talk about this ranking of the top 25 NBA players, and we'll just shoot. I'm gonna run over the list. I'll give my opinion of it, and I'll give the guys a few minutes on it, and we'll talk about it, banter about it a little bit. So this is the top 25 according to ESPN. They're 20 of the top of the 21st century. 21st century. First, they got LeBron James. Number 2 is Kobe Bryant. Number 3 is Steph Curry. Number 4 is Tim Duncan. Number 5 is Shaquille O'Neal. Number 6 is Kevin Garnett. Number 7 is the Joker. Number 8, they have Dwayne Wade. Number 9, Kevin Durant. Number 10, Dirk Nowitzki. Then they got Giannis at 11, Steve Nash at 12, James Harden at 13, Jason Kidd at 14, Chris Paul at 15, Kawhi Leonard at 16, Ginobili at 17, Allen Iverson at 18, Anthony Davis at 19, Ray Allen at 20, Tony Parker at 21, Draymond Green at 22, Russell Westbrook at 23, Paul Gasol at 24, and Luka Doncic at 25. Now, I hear a lot of sighing. Listen.
Wait, they didn't have Harden on the list?
Oh, yeah, I believe I read Harden. Hold on. Let me just go back real quick. Yeah, hold on. Let me just go back real quick. Ray Allen, Draymond Green, Russell. Wait, did I miss Harden?
I didn't hear Harden.
I didn't hear. Wait a minute. Let me just see.
Yeah.
Oh no, Harden. It was Steve Nash, and then you had James Harden. Excuse me.
Okay, all right,
yeah,
okay.
They had that. Well, Ryan, since you're talking, I'll give it to you. What do you think about ESPN's list?
I mean, it didn't bother me too much. I mean, obviously, LeBron's gonna be number 1, rightfully so. He should be number 1. You talk about the 21st century, so yes. Yeah. So I have no problem with the list. You know, I haven't really paid much attention to the list, to be honest with you. Like,
me either.
Yeah, you know. So,
do you have a problem with anybody being on this list?
I don't really. They're all worthy of being on the list. You know, I don't. You know, if you go, you can nitpick, say, hey, some didn't win the championship, some were just putting up stats. You know, like for instance, in the case of Russell Westbrook, you know, everybody was in love with the triple double. He did it for like three straight years, and then they started poo-pooing it. It's like, oh, it doesn't mean that much no more. Like, dude, you can't say you gave him the MVP when he was a 6th seed because he had the triple doubles, and then now because he kept doing it, now it doesn't matter anymore because you want to put a narrative on the man. So, you know. So I don't have an issue with it, the list.
Okay. The DA?
I'm about the same as Ryan. I don't think Iverson should be on the list because the majority of his playing time was in the 90s. He had some good years in the 2000s, of course. I think the first 2000, 2001, 2002. When he go? That's when he played the Lakers, right?
Well, that's when the team was
2000.
2001. Yeah, so but after that, I mean, they got rid of him next year. He was in Denver. He was doing this thing, but he wasn't the man he was in Philly, and that's all.
And what number was he?
He was 24, 25. He's down there.
Yeah, he wasn't in the top 10. So
no.
I don't mind him being.
Iverson was number 18 on this list.
18?
Yeah, because they said Ginobili was in front of him, and they was mad about that. I said Ginobili had a good career, He had the impact.
He had a good team career.
He had a good team. He went into the team that he was drafted to and did what he's supposed to do, and they won. Yeah,
he's not
like anybody else.
On an individual basis, he's not Allen Iverson. Yeah, he has the team awards to back up him not being as great as Allen Iverson, but he's not as great
as my son told me so eloquently, Dad, this is not a team game. I mean, this is not an individual game. This is a team game. So
correct.
When you put everybody in, you got to put it in reference to the team that they're playing on and how well their team does. So you're gonna have a lot of guys that came up on good teams, and which is good. That's what you want to have happen. You want to be developed by a good team, and Allen Iverson was not helped at all by Philadelphia in that regard. So
right, and also Ginobili wasn't a number one option, number two option. He was just he was a role player. He was an excellent role player, but he did it. He was a MVP in his role. Put it like that.
My biggest beef with the list is you lack, because the 2000s, the early 2000s, to me, always said was the time of the power forwards, right? And it kind of like switched around, but like Chris Webber's not there, and I think he was
going to say that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Rasheed was nice in those, and the 2000s, not there. Kevin Garnett's there. Kevin Durant is there.
But those are early.
Duncan is there.
But those are early 2000s, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, but we can't have a recency bias. If we're going to do this, we have to be. And I'm not saying I looked at all the stats. I'm just saying if we're going to do this, we can't do it with a recency bias. We got to look at the 25 years point blank period end. Everybody who's in it, everybody who's not in it, and that's all we're looking at it.
And hey, I might have missed it a little bit, but I have a huge problem with Draymond Green. And then if you're talking that, then what about Ben Wallace? What about Ron Artest? Why are those guys not there?
Yeah,
they're better than Draymond Green to me.
Far, but Draymond got the team thing, right?
Right. So that's how they do these. If it's close type things, all those guys you just named are better than Draymond Green.
Can go to the runner?
Individually,
but then you say, but hold on, let me just one more. If you say
I agree with you. I agree with you.
I know you agree. Now I'm just saying, if it's a team thing, then the Detroit Pistons, that team was better as far as collectively as a team. They might that team. I don't know. That'll be a tough one
for the 1 year.
That 1 year, Rip Hamilton and them boys against a Golden State team with Steph Curry.
Rasheed, Ben Wallace.
They beat Golden State easy.
Thank you. Okay, I'm just making sure I'm not bugging.
Easy.
Okay,
they got too much left. But my thing is, this is where these lists. And me and Kev and they talk about. This is why I have a problem with these lists. You can't do the championship thing and then put LeBron number one. Right? Because listen, one point. Because Kobe got more rings. Listen, Kobe has 5.
Okay, LeBron has 4.
And Tim has 5. Right. So this is what I'm saying to you. Dig what I'm saying. It's arguable, right, that within this period, and I've heard dudes on interviews say Kobe Bryant was the most skilled player in basketball in this decade, the 2010s. He was the best player in basketball this decade, right? This is NBA players saying this, right? And he got the chips. Now, people put LeBron up there. LeBron has 4.
He has the chips.
He has 4 chips.
5, 4. What we doing? Yeah.
No. Listen, there's a difference. 5. You got $5 and $4. $5 you can get, and then $4 you can get. So there is a difference. Well, I'm not going to parse, right? So you're parsing it out on he beat Kareem's record for 8,000 points. It's not a longevity award. It's the best. It's the best, though. It's the best of the 20 years. Not longevity, right? And when Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was the all-time leading scorer, no one was calling him the GOAT. It was still Michael Jordan. So we can't use that sometimes.
A lot of people call Kareem the GOAT.
Older people said he was and he still has the best basketball life.
He's still my GOAT.
Well, he still has the best basketball life of any basketball player anywhere.
And it's not even close.
No, it's not close by best basketball life. He could have had that in the middle of his career with the Lakers. He could have been in the Hall of Fame. Because he won all 4 years of high school, won all 3 years that he could play in college. got 5 rings, 6 MVPs, 40,000 points. Mm-hmm. This has never been no one called to go over him. But we did. I digress. Mm-hmm. The point I make was that the 40,000 points is not a marker because the man that had it wasn't called the greatest when he had it. He was not universally the greatest when he had it, and no one said it universally. Now, if had the argument been Jordan, Kareem, and then LeBron comes and passes that record, it means something else. But it's not because I don't like LeBron. I just know that I've heard people say, and I look at this, Kobe Bryant was more skilled from a basketball perspective.
Yeah,
he could do more. He had more rings, right? Yeah, Juice's number. Well, he did what his job was in his version of the triangle. Those were his shots to take and miss. Those were his shots. He never shied away from taking those shots.
Here's my.
You guys got 30 seconds. Go ahead.
When you say he's more skilled, I can argue that LeBron can do more.
No, I can't. He could never.
No, what do you mean? Like if
he can run over dudes?
No,
6'9"?
No,
he can run over dudes?
What are you talking about? If I want LeBron to go and get 12, 15 rebounds, he can go do it. If I want LeBron to go get 12, 15 assists, he can do it. If I want LeBron to get 30 points, he could do it. If I want LeBron to play defense when he in his prime, he could do it. LeBron could do more on the court.
No, I don't believe that.
He's more versatile than
Kobe. What did Kobe not do on?
Kobe's a better scorer.
He's a better defender too. He made defensive more than him.
Okay. All right.
His rebound numbers were close. You
can't say close and then give him a tip.
No, but what I'm saying is based upon what he's asked to do, that's what he did. Like, this is still a team game.
Right, but LeBron can guard 1 through 5 because of his size.
Hey, this is going to be
a
sad
show. He did do that. He did do that.
When did he guard the 5?
I appreciate both of y'all.
He was playing.
Both of you guys.
He guarded a 5 in Miami when he played.
He was on steroids in Miami.
All right. Okay. Well, if he's on steroids.
Okay. Hey.
Going to town. Yeah. I don't even know why I did that to myself.
Yeah, you said 30 seconds. I don't know. You know you have to get 30 seconds between these two.
I know.
Yeah. Your thoughts real quick. I'm gonna throw something.
I would just say, how you gonna have Draymond? Okay. So how are you gonna have all 3 of the big 3 in San Antonio on this list, and you don't have all of the big 3 of Golden State? That's my issue.
Well,
Clay should be on here.
I could go with that. I know who should be off of this list.
Go ahead, let me see who you thinking.
Get Chris Paul off that list.
No, man. No, you can't do that to Chris.
I know.
I can't do it.
Chris.
I would move Westbrook up before and move. All right, I won't take him off the list. I'll move him down the list.
Yeah, all right. You can say that, but
I agree with that.
In the 21st century, Chris Paul is one of the top 25 guys, man.
He's done nothing, but he's probably the most overrated. He's the most overrated point guard.
There's a lot of players who hadn't won the championship.
No. I'm not even talking about championship. I'm just talking about he's just overall good, but he stays hurt. I could bump him down the list. He needs to be down. That's about it. Shout outs to DA. Because on the list here they had Tim Duncan. They cheated Tim Duncan, gave him 4 championships instead of 5. I thought, and I was reading it, and I was like,
no,
5.
5, yeah.
Yeah, he has 5 chips.
Again, ESPN, I think they did that purposely. See what I'm saying?
No, I think they're counting from.
I caught you.
Nah, if they're doing the 21st century, 99 don't count. So that
exactly.
I'm messing with y'all.
Yeah. Oh, all right. Yeah, you're right.
We go now.
All right, let me say
this. 1 second now, Kev.
What you can't play that stuff, D. You gonna get us?
He gonna get his flags.
Give me a second now. 2 seconds.
Are you gonna get his flag
for Street Life?
Just sing it. Just say Street Life. Yeah,
just sing it.
Street clothes.
Oh yeah, that's
the only life I know. Street clothes. It's the only one I know.
How is he on the list? Explain that to me. Anthony Davis. How is he on the list?
And he should not be on the top 75 of all time. Neither.
Oh, Ryan, we agree now.
Yeah, we agree. That's
ridiculous.
He was next.
How is this so?
Give me Dwight Howard over him for the top 75. Because what Dwight Howard did in his first eight years in Orlando was fantastic.
I'm with you on that. Yes.
He brought Orlando to the championship damn near by himself.
No, did he?
I don't disagree with you on that one.
I was saying the same. So DA,
they hosed Dwight Howard. Yeah, they hosed him on that, man.
Yeah, I was like, why is Anthony Davis on this list? And I always said that about the top 75. That's because recency bias. Some of this stuff is recency bias.
I've gone on other sites, Kev. You know me.
Yeah, we know. And I told you to get off of them.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I put in there though. I said if he stopped playing today, is he a Hall of Famer?
Oh well, you know that he's
no.
He won the in-season championship,
and that's it. He's done nothing.
And the bubble.
The bubble champ.
Yeah, and never played 82 games. Come on, man. Listen.
And he didn't do anything, any of those accolades as the best player. That means something to me. Dwight Howard as the best player was all NBA defense, all NBA first team.
Without a post move. Not one.
Not a one. He had a little right hand jump hook, but
yeah, it was hard.
But
people forget about that Dwight Howard in Orlando. That was a different
it was amazing. He was amazing.
That boy, he came out. He was a youngster, man. And the boy had the widest shoulders, man. He was doing work, man.
Yeah,
people forget about Dwight Howard, Orlando.
Yeah,
and he should get a lot more credit than he does, man. And it's just that because he got hurt into the Kobe situation, and I'm not even going.
Yeah, he played defense. He should get up in dudes, get up in them, playing.
Yeah. Kevin, take the shirt, Kevin. Take the wheel.
Let me move. Let me move on. We absolutely have to talk about this segment because it takes a lot. Let me go on to the the next segment before we get on out of here. Let me get on out of here. What I want to say here, I can't even think now. Thanks, DA. We address all drama, man. We had I'm gonna share this Instagram real quick here. This is from a couple weeks ago. I don't know if you guys can see the stream. Shout out to the screen right there. Let me just play this real quick here.
I gotta go take this really, really quick. But this is what I'm saying.
And I'm all for the nepotism. I'm all for it. I'm not worried about that.
The reason why I'm not for the nepotism, we talked about this last week, is because in everything else in life, we've all seen it in jobs. The reason why I have a problem with nepotism now is because you took the kid that's more deserving spot. You could have signed as a unsigned free agent and still been on the team because your father was there. That guy,
So, reason why I play that clip, like I said, we addressed all drama. We had a gentleman. Well, I don't know. I want to say gentleman because we don't never know. The person's name is Mac Carter 1234. He said this. He says, black man complaining about another black man putting anybody on, let alone his son. If you are a father or play sports, anything you speak should be supportive and positive. Enough said. I said, okay.
You ain't dropping no mic, sir.
Yeah, he absolutely thought he dropped the mic.
He thought he dropped the mic on you. He talking about you, Ryan. He wasn't talking about me. That was addressed to you, homie.
Nah, I said I was all for the nepotism. So
now he ain't hear that. So he said, "What that little Spanish dude said about black men? Talking about another black man." That was like DeSouza said that about them brothers.
Listen. I know, right? Listen, we address all drama. Matt Carter, 1, 2, 3, 4. Sir, we can all have an opinion about something. You didn't really drop no mic about it. I'm glad that you're checking our clips out. As we see, Ryan and DA had dissenting opinions about one another, and that's okay.
It's not about one another, it's about the situation. We did
about the situation. So, that's fine. We love the engagement. I think we had somebody who else said, what I send you guys this week? He said something.
Talk about women's basketball. Look at these men talking about women's basketball. What the fuck? Ain't nothing else on? What are you talking about? The badminton tournament? What? Come on, man.
I mean, it's only getting the most ratings.
Hello.
Thank you,
check them out. Yeah,
Kev, we gotta stop this segment because I'm gonna get us messed up, but we're not gonna make no money. So
So just let me just put a top on this. As we continue to grow, and I appreciate everybody that checks us out. And the words of D-Dubs, love us or hate us, keep on with the comments. That means that we're engaging, that you guys are listening, and we appreciate it, man. So, hey, great show as always. Hey, that NBA Top 25, 21st segment, like D-Dub said, we probably had to handle that on a single episode.
Yeah.
That was probably crazy of me to put that in tonight, but we got it because we see how that went with Ryan and the DA. Go ahead, D-Dubs.
Yo, I just wanted to say before we get out of here, hey, me and DA going to have a little bit of a boxing special sometime this weekend. We're going to get on and chop it up. And I just got breaking news from the ESPN, Mike Coppinger, ESPN Boxing Insider. He said Canelo Alvarez is being stripped of his his IBF super middleweight title ahead of the September 14th fight against Edgar Berlanga in Las Vegas, sources told ESPN on Thursday. The decision comes with Alvarez's mandatory title defense against the IBF #1 contender William Skull overdue. Alvarez boxing's top star will still defend his WBA, WBC, WBO 168-pound titles against
all these damn belts.
Here's the problem. Here's the thing.
IBF is stepping up though.
He should be stripped of all the belts.
All of them.
Because he's not fighting the top #1 contenders, which is in the fights that we want to see, which is Benavidez. You understand what I'm saying? So me and DA will tap into that this weekend later on.
All the boxing fans, real talk, man.
Yeah, because
tap in on this one because we're very serious about this. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Right. So for every belt, there's a #1 contender, and he hasn't fought any of them in like 2-3 years. So no one gets a chance to be the champ.
Yeah.
So the IBF, I think they did this to Bud too. So they're getting serious about it in that conference. I mean, in that federation.
And
IBF, I think they pulled Bud too because they was like, listen, you're just not gonna be out here.
Hey, hold on, D. We didn't give too much. And also Crawford wants to fight Canelo at 168, but he doesn't. That would be a legacy fight for both of them, both of these guys.
Yeah.
And it would be big money.
Yeah,
why is it? Yeah. Why is this fight not happening? These fights don't happen. So we'll talk about it.
I can't see Crawford even getting up to 168.
Yeah, well,
but you had to have like Timberlands.
A lot of strange things. You do a lot of strange things on some change, brother.
All hard on or something.
Yeah.
Hot jacket and some Timbs on.
Yeah. Put some some corn in his back pocket, man. Nebraska boy. You know what I'm saying?
Whole
Kev, that's all I got right now. So shout out.
Go ahead, Ryan.
Yeah. Also, too, man. Big UFC fights this weekend.
Yes.
We got Leon Edwards defending his championship in his hometown against Bilal Muhammad. They had their first fight a couple of years ago, and accidental eye poke stopped the fight. So that's a championship bout. We got
it's a double main event, right?
Yeah. Tom Aspinall versus Curtis Blades. So that's gonna be a good one. Awesome card, man.
Bobby Green and
yeah,
Patty.
Bobby Green and Patty. Yep. So
Pimblett.
awesome card.
This weekend,
over the weekend, and then you have the opening ceremonies tomorrow. Olympics opening ceremony. That's always good to watch.
Yeah,
that's
Snoop,
always fun.
Yep. Gonna try getting around that track.
Go ahead.
Yes, that would be UFC 304 this weekend. UFC 304.
Hey, and everybody in Indiana, seats with all the noise, because Caitlin will be taking a nap for the next 2 weeks. So everyone, Caitlin will be sleeping. She needs it.
Yes, and also, Kev, if any of the boxing UFC fans, if you look at the bet, go to our website and click on the affiliate links and check out our bet stamps, and it'll take you there to whichever books you want.
Hey,
get rich.
The link is in the description here, in the YouTube description, and on the podcast side is in the description there also.
Get rich.
Yep. Bet stamp
or bet trying.
Okay,
we like that, man.
Hey, they might get
this one. It's pretty damn good.
That's pretty good, dog.
Yeah, that was pretty good. That's a damn market.
Rich or bet trying. That's pretty damn good.
Get rich or bet trying. Bet stamps for you guys.
I'm gonna steal that. I'm gonna steal that.
I'm about to mail it to myself now.
Yeah. I already wrote it down. Right down.
Put my damn envelopes at. I'm in the mail. Remember, remember back in the days how you copyright, you send the tape to yourself in the mail. These my rhymes. These my rhymes.
Yeah. Now they
just wrote the motherfucking up last night.
Yeah, now they just straight steal them.
Yeah, boy. What? You wouldn't know because they mumbling.
I'm gonna leave these folks alone, bro. Parting shots. I go to D-Dubs. What you got, man?
Yo, good show tonight, as always, man. Appreciate you guys for jumping on. Yo, Ryan, always angry one, as always. You know, you guys do it. We miss Dan, Mike Millie. See y'all next week or next next one of those single days that we have. So, hey, we're trying to do it, and each day, every day.
HR.
Gotcha. Appreciate that.
My
DA,
HR
what you got?
I was gonna say thank you to the HR representative, D-Dub.
That's right.
Yeah, there you go. Hey man, everybody, just be cool in Indiana because Caitlin taking a nap. If you out there and you see Angel Reese in the street, hit her with some NyQuil so she can take a nap. They all need some rest. These ladies went straight from the NCAA.
True.
Straight through. I think they took a week off, then maybe went back to camp for the WNBA. So their legs are tired. And I think we're going to see a very special second half of the season because they'll be a little bit fresher. So with that being said, guys, don't do drugs.
Don't do drugs. Ryan, what you got for us, bro?
Hey, man, always, man. Thank you for having me, guys. Big sports week. Enjoy all the sports. Yeah, man, and just we'll see you next Thursday.
Appreciate that. The angry one, what you got for us, bro?
Yo, great show on another Thursday Sports Chaser night. Shout out to everybody on YouTube, everybody listening in. Shout out to everybody on the panel tonight. Ryan, always a pleasure, sir. Shout out to Mike Millie, Junior, and Dan. Just real quick, man, y'all go out here and enjoy these sports, man. Don't let somebody else deter you from what you may like. You may think somebody might ridicule you or whatever.
What grown men talk about the WNBA?
Man, you see these 5 grown men up here?
He said the NWNBA. He said the NW.
Yeah, well, NWA and the NBA. And we ain't talking about the wrestling NWA, boy.
Yeah.
Go ahead, E. I'm sorry. I'm messing with you, bro.
Man. Like what you like, man. You know what I'm saying? And y'all keep the comments coming.
Yeah, we love it.
All the haters.
Oh, yeah, we do.
You say you don't care, and why grown men? Why are you commenting? Huh? How about that? How about you ask yourself that, brother? Sister, whatever you are,
about to
it
get
is
crazy.
what it is, man. Everybody be safe and enjoy your sports this week.
Appreciate
We're
that.
We're gonna talk about that Nick hat next week though, and see what they're doing because every day, you hear something else. Somebody else getting traded for Julius Randle every day.
Yo, what's
Julius
up with that, bro? They
he's
trying to.
He's a very sensitive dude.
Yeah, you leave him alone, man. Leave him alone.
I heard. I mean, the rumors is they trying to pawn his ass off to Houston. They want to send Goon. Now they wanted Jabari Smith. I'm like, come on, man, we good over here.
Ryan said, no, we good.
And then look, they're trying to give us what you call him with the street 6'7", 6'9" Kwame. What's his name? The center used to play for Atlanta. What's the brother name?
Clint
you said it last week.
I heard y'all trying to get Clint Capella too.
That's him. Who the hell wants 7-foot Kwame on the tween? Come on, man. Stop. Please. I'll keep Mitch, man. Money making Mitch. We good. You see him in that tape in the gym? Looking like Sham God, man.
Yeah. I did see that.
It might be a Sham God, but yeah.
Yeah, but like all I will say, like I always say every year, fellas, it's great that Brunson took less money. It's great to see and all this other stuff. Who's the coach? Did we trade him yet? That's who need to be on the trade block.
Tibbs got a new contract. Stop playing, bro. Stop playing.
He just got paper.
Tibbs just got paid.
It don't matter. I've seen guys get paid today and traded tomorrow. It can happen.
Yeah, you're right.
Like Ryan says, these are billionaires, man. So don't be counting money.
They'll pay you off to go away. They'll buy you out.
Well, right now the Knicks are doing good. So
but
right
Tibbs doing his thing right now.
Yeah, he deserves his paper. So I ain't mad at him. Let's see.
I don't have much to say. Great show as always, Miss Mills, Mike Mills, and Dan tonight. Shout out to Junior, man. Hey, make sure if you want anything that wants to do with this show, make sure you check out our podcast. Excuse me, our podcast. Make sure you check out our website at sportschaserspodcast.net. It's got blogs. It's got our newsletter. You want to subscribe to the newsletter. A lot of good stuff about the newsletter. Oh, we also in the newsletter talked about what, guys? It talked about WNBA this week. Imagine that. So, yeah.
Hey,
hopefully he signed up for the newsletter. Whoever my guy was. Yeah, sign up for the newsletter. Sign up for the blogs. You don't have to sign up for the blogs. You get all our stuff on our website on sportschaserspodcast.net. Make sure you check out DA and D-Dub's boxing special. Dan got something going on with Call of Duty tomorrow. So for all you Call of Duty fans and all you get into that, Dan got really mad about the cheaters last time. He was really on them folks, man. Folks cheating.
Cheaters.
So I know it was that real serious, but yeah.
Dan start that cursing, but listen, but hey, and I'm gonna do this on behalf of the team. The first person that taps in, man, in the comments regarding the show, man, we're gonna send you one of these Sports Chasers caps. I think we only got one of them, so we'll send you the one we got. So that's it. So you better tap in quick. I'm gonna tell my mama to call now. My mama didn't say. Give my mama a call. Yeah.
Listen, we're gonna go on behalf of myself. I'm Kevin L. Warren. For Darryl D. Does Warren, for Ryan DeSouza, our NBA insider and WNBA insider and contributor, for James the Angry One Warren, for Dorian the DA All-Britain, for Mike Mills and Dan the hockey dude in their absence. Yo, this is the Sports Chasers podcast. Make sure you like, click, and subscribe to the channel. Hey, y'all have a good, blessed weekend. Be great. Be well. We'll holler at y'all. Peace.
That's a wrap for today's episode of the Sports Chasers podcast. Don't forget to subscribe on YouTube and your favorite podcast platforms and connect with us on all social media channels for exclusive content and updates. We'd also love for you to join the conversation, share your thoughts, and become part of the Sports Chasers community. And remember to tune in next time for some more real sports talk. Until then, stay frosty.